Chelsea versus West Ham today. Chelsea end up beating West Ham 3-2. This game it's a lot to unpack, especially if it's a tale of two halves. If you watch this game, you understand exactly what I mean. But to me, right away, I saw it and I called it out because I thought this lineup was not good. Gusto, Chalaba, Badiashile, and Heto in the back. I just didn't trust it. I know we're coming up against a weak West Ham team, but I just thought this was not how it should go, or this is how it should be. That backline didn't make sense. Garnacho has been very impactful when he comes on as a substitution and impactful subs. That's what Garnacho is. And I think Liam Rosinio, honestly, you did what you can do. You thought like maybe get these guys rest so that way when Tuesday come, because we have to play Arsenal on Tuesday. But I understand that. But one of the things is we're fighting for top four. This is the reason why we brought you here, is just like so that way we can get results. And no matter what, now that's 5 games for you and 5 wins, which is fantastic for us. It's one of the greatest thing that we can do is just continue the winning streak and keep going. We qualify for the round of 16 for the Champions League. Everything looks great for Chelsea currently, and which is fantastic. And I'm very excited about that. But the way I looked at the first half, it was abysmal. Like, not even fucking good. That shit pissed me off so much to a point where I almost lost my head. When I said that, because it's like Badiashile and Heto and Garnacho were like so poor. Literally, Jared Bowen and Wan-Bissaka was putting belt to ass on that right flank. Wan-Bissaka, who's not technical at going forward, he was literally going forward and creating chances. And that's why I just thought the right side was very weak at that moment, and we needed to make changes. And I just didn't like that lineup. Delap did okay. I mean, I won't say he did fantastic at all. I just thought like the entire time this was gonna go down as disastrous, and it just looked like it. 7 minutes in, literally you could tell right away how sloppy we're defending, how bad we are, and then went up 1-0. Granted, Jared Bowen literally just tried to cross that in, and somehow it caught Sanchez off guard, and he went in. Whatever. That usually happens. This is the game. This is a game. This is why I said this is a tale of two halves. Fine, whatever. But the 36 minutes we conceded again, and now we're down 2-0 against West Ham. So we went into second half, just like I was saying. If you don't follow me on Instagram and Francis Talks Football. Usually I make match prediction there, and I'm gonna try to start making some like prediction and a little bit more content onto the YouTube, so that way we can have some stuff out there. But one of the things that I really got annoyed about, especially at this, is like, okay, let's make changes. You should have. This is how if I'm game planning, and usually when I game plan for my team, is like I put my best starting 11, and if I have to rest guys, I hope my team can go up quickly enough, so that way I can bring guys out so they can rest for the next game or a tournament if we're in a tournament. I just thought like Liam Rosinio should have done that right away, but he didn't. But second half came, we made great changes, impactful changes, matter of fact. Heto came out, Badiashile came out, Garnacho came out, and Gittins came out right away. I'm like, okay, perfect. We're getting important people out of that lineup, and we're bringing in the guys. This is best starting 11. I think Chelsea, we have perhaps 12 really great guys to play, like great players to play. I don't think we have the strongest bench, and that doesn't help with rotation, like match and squad rotation. It doesn't help us at all, and I just think that is it. Cucurella came in, Pedro Neto came in, João Pedro came in, by far my favorite player this season. Reece James came in later on, a little bit later on for Gusto, and then Fofana came in, which we all know Fofana struggled with fitness and being, informed because of his injury history. But other than that, I think that was a great call for strengthening the back. At the same time, bringing Cucurella in made a huge difference. And shout out to him. You love to have him on your team, but hates to play against him. That's the type of players I love. So right off the bat, impactful João Pedro, impact once again, in the 57th minute and scored beautifully. I was like, okay, now we have a game. We're 2-1 down. Let's see. Let's keep pressing on them, press on their throats, and keep going after them. And which we did. Cucurella with a diving header, literally fighting for the badge, and which is something that a lot of us strive to see when we are a player playing for our team, doing stuff like that, which in a sense it was fantastic. And then Enzo Fernandez, what a player. So many times, far again, Enzo Fernandez literally comes and somehow deliver for us throughout this game, and which I really enjoyed so much. And in the stoppage time, 92nd play, and then there was a whole scuffle that happened with Cucurella and Adama Traoré, which, listen, João Pedro, don't mess with Adama Traoré. I was so scared for you. I was watching that and I was very terrified for you. But other than that, all in all, it was a good comeback, a very good comeback, very second half, very strong second half, which I really, really love. We were very direct at that moment, and we were just a better team at that moment. First half we weren't. West Ham was sitting back, but they seemed to have more possession of the game and everything like that, which, to be fair, that's how it goes. We end up the match. We had 13 shots to West Ham 10, 6 on target, same as West Ham, which is 9 possession. We had 71% possession, and West Ham had 29, which is really, really impressive, and we needed that. With that, we moved to 4th place in the Premier League, which is nice. We're 1 point ahead of Liverpool, which they beat Newcastle today 4-1, so which was absolutely amazing. One other thing that I want to just highlight quickly here before we go and everything, for example, I know a lot of people talked about João Pedro, maybe this might not be the great thing to really get him this year. I love his movement, off the ball movement, and the way he runs. He's just such an intelligent player, and I love how he plays. Delap is a out and night strikers, you stand up there, giving the ball, hold up, play, and everything. Nothing wrong with that. It's good to have variety in your team, but I just think João Pedro really has proven this is what we need. And on top of that, he finished in the Premier League alone. He's made 24 appearances, had 9 goals and 4 assists. Today he had the 1 assist for the game winner for Enzo Fernandez, which was fantastic. And speaking of Enzo Fernandez, it's the same thing with him. In 23 appearances in this season, he has had 8 goals and 2 assists. I know now he's playing a little bit more in the 2 CDM role with Caicedo, but other than that, he does go up quite a lot because he leaves Caicedo to sit back a little bit more, which I really, really enjoy. This 4-2-3-1 formation really complements him. For the first time in a while, we saw Cole Palmer also literally playing a 90-minute match, and which I love to see because he's been very injured, and I think coming back into form, I think it will be very good for us. And that's the breakdown today. I honestly think we are destined for greatness. Something this season. I don't know about how we're going to do well in the Champions League, but I do have an inkling feeling that this might be something that we can catch any team off guard and just win somehow. And I think that will go a long way. And This was pretty good. I really enjoyed this a lot. It was a fun watch. First half was not, was very freaking out. But other than that, you guys let me know what you guys think, and let me know what everything that goes on right here. If you have any questions and concern, if you want me to break down the game a little bit more, I can do that certainly for sure. But what's the best moments for you guys during the game? Let me know. Thank you guys. All right, peace out.